Hey guys, welcome back. The title of this video is The Gold Standard of Attention. So, when you're trying to build wealth, you probably should pay attention to economic trends, okay? Why is that important? Well, these economic trends are huge waves that you need to ride to build wealth, to go along with that wave and ride that wave as long as you can, okay? One of the waves I've talked about in the past couple of videos was the AI revolution, right? And we're gonna kind of mix that into this video a little bit, right? But there's a lot of other economic waves that are out there that you should pay attention to, honestly. The gold standard of attention is important to talk about, and it's super relevant today, all right? I want you to think about this phrase that I'm gonna say. Attention is the new currency, and authenticity is the gold standard behind that economy, okay? Again, attention is the new currency, and authenticity is the gold standard behind it, okay? So, I want to go over two events in 2024 where that applies, and then how it kind of applies to you and your wealth building. It's important. Authenticity, it's extremely important in your wealth building skills, especially today. And I'll go into that. So, to start, there's two events that happened in 2024 that has to do with attention and authenticity, okay? Let's focus on attention first to start. So, attention's the new currency, okay? It used to be that the attention economy was tied into basically legacy media, television, right? Linear television. Well, today that's all changed. The attention economy is all based on these big tech platforms, right? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, maybe Blue Sky someday, right? There's probably a few more that I'm forgetting. Spotify, that's another one, right? They're doing podcasting on Spotify. They're grabbing your attention. They're gaining eyeballs, right? This attention is the new currency. That currency has to flow through the economy, right? What is the currency? People are bidding for your eyeballs and your attention. And who's doing the bidding out there? Who's pushing the currency? It's companies and advertisers and marketers. They're marketing and they're bidding up for your attention. They're paying YouTubers and everyone else on these platforms for your eyeballs and your attention, right? And so what happened in 2024? Well, the United States government, they banned a company from doing business in our country. And what was that company? It was TikTok, right? Why is that? Why'd they ban TikTok? Is it because the Chinese are really stealing our data? Is that really why? No. It's because attention is the currency. That currency's got to flow through a country. Governments depend on that currency, right? Every time that these advertisers and marketers are spending money on the attention currency, if that stops flowing in our country, the United States of America, that's why the government banned TikTok, okay? So, and let's talk about that for a few minutes, right? What's some details in that banning? It's interesting. The TikTok can stay open if they sell it to a United States company. Why is that, right? Why is that? It's because the wealthy want a piece. They want a piece of that currency flow that's going through that economy. They're not giving up on that, right? That's why we can publicly hold Meta and Google, YouTube, right? That's why TikTok's banned, okay? And if you're on TikTok, if you're part of that attention currency in that economy, you better hope TikTok sells, because otherwise they're going to be banned on the app stores because the government's going to fine them every day for that, right? If they truly care about those 170 TikTokers, right? And why is that attention super important on TikTok because they're authentic, right? And that's gonna get me to my second point, right? But bear with me, right? So that's what happened in 2024 was TikTok got banned, and that's because the currency, we want a piece. The wealthy want a piece. You think that governments and wealthy people of the United States are going to give that up? No, that's not going to happen. Sorry, TikTokers. Like, that's just how it's going to roll. The wealthy want a piece, and that's how it works. It's our country, period, right? So that's event number one that happened. All right, now let's talk about the gold standard behind the attention economy, the gold standard. It's authenticity, okay? Now, what can we look back on in 2024 where authenticity mattered? It's pretty straightforward, honestly. It's the 2024 election. Who won? Donald Trump won. And why is that? Why did Donald Trump win again, right? After all his legal problems and whatever, he won because he's authentic. People see the authenticity and they love it. They crave it, right? You look at the legacy media, they're on the left and they can't stand Donald Trump, but you know what they do? They keep talking about him, don't they? Right? Because he's authentic. And people like that. They're getting your eyeballs, the legacy media, right? And so does Twitter, and so does all the other news outlets, right? What do you click on? You're always clicking on these Trump articles. Why is that? Because he's authentic, okay? Well, let's talk about another person in 2024 who got him elected. It's Elon Musk. I keep talking about him because I know about him, right? But again, he's authentic. He's the most authentic CEO, and look how many followers he has on Twitter, right? You might not love him, hate him. He's authentic. That's the gold standard of attention. He's got the attention of everyone. Donald Trump, he's got your attention, right? So Republicans, I got some news for you. In 2028, you better find someone authentic. You think J.D. Vance is your guy? Is he authentic like Donald Trump? No, he's scripted. He's a scripted politician just like all the rest of them, right? Because guess what? The Democrats, now listen up, Democrats. You better put someone authentic to compete in 2028. And I'll tell you who you should pick. Now, she's a little far to the left, but it's AOC. She's authentic. She's got charisma. She's got character, right? You see her on these, congressional meetings. She's hardcore, man. She ain't letting up. She's authentic. Right? Who's authentic on the other side? We're going to find out because I think the Republicans have figured it out, this economy. It's the attention economy, and you got to be authentic. Who did Donald Trump interview with? Joe Rogan. He's authentic. He's got charisma. He's got character. People love watching that, right? I don't recommend that content. It's not going to build you wealth. It's entertaining, right? It's mush entertainment. It's fun. It's fun to watch. Like getting all political, it's toxic, but it's fun to watch and get into it. You can get into your buddies about it. But that's the gold standard, right? And advertisers and marketers, they're paying the authentic people on YouTube to grab your eyeballs, right? Once they get you hooked with the thumbnails, right? That's part of it. Once they get you hooked, the authentic people are what's keeping you hooked watching the content, right? I'm trying to be authentic out here. Why not, right? I'm learning. I've only done 45 videos, but now I'm being authentic. It's working, right? I'm seeing more people vibe with my content, right? It's not a lot. I got a couple hundred viewers. I don't think any advertiser is going to pay me for my content because I don't know. It's hard to say. You got to be one with the algorithm. You got to win with the algorithm. Okay, a little bit of a rant there, right? So those are the two events that you can take to learn about this economic wave that's going on. It's called attention is the new currency, and authenticity is the gold standard behind that currency. That's how it works. Okay. Now, how does that apply to you? All right. Let's go back to the AI revolution that I mentioned before. Okay. What's going to separate you from the other person who's interviewing for a job? Let's say you're interviewing, right? Let's take two resumes They both got approximately the same skills. Maybe one person's got a little more experience. Who knows, right? Now, coming back to this AI revolution, if I take those two candidates and I'm a hiring manager or an interviewer and they're both the same, how am I going to differentiate? I'm going to interview them and I'm going to say, oh, this guy's got charisma. He's authentic. He's real. He's humble. He can chat GPT his way over the other guy who's got more experience, who's got the same skills, right? So think about it. This is you. You got to be authentic out there, right? I'm not saying you need to be authentic and be a YouTuber. No, I mean, this business is hard enough. Like there's a lot of competition. It's not easy, right? People say, oh, YouTube's on easy mode. It ain't on easy mode. Are you kidding me? You know, I've done 45 videos and I don't know, you know, I've gotten some decent views. I've got, 32 subscribers. I'm happy with that. I've gotten some videos up to 250 views. That's cool. But dude, like, good luck being a YouTuber out there. There's a lot of competition, right? That economy's big enough though. You can get into it, right? No doubt. But again, coming back to your interviewing skills and being authentic, that's what's going to sell you in the interviewing phase. That's what's sold me the last 20 years. I've only interviewed a few times because my last interview was dinner. All right, dinner, that's what being authentic is having dinner and talking business. All right, as a coder, you should be talking business, not just, oh man, all I do is my cubicle, I just write code all day and I refactor the code. Dude, like that's done. I can outcode you with ChatGPT any day. You're done, man. I'll beat you out. C++, I could learn that. I can learn Python, any language. I don't care, right? Anyone can beat me in coding. They can learn it. They can just go on ChatGPT, learn it, done. But what do I have that they don't have? It's called authenticity and charisma and leadership and just me, confidence. You got to have confidence out here. That's what's going to set you apart. And here's another thing that if you want to be a business owner and an entrepreneur, you better be authentic. Okay, and here's why. If you're not authentic and you can't get people to come your way and watch your content and be a part of your vision and your mission, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to bid on the attention economy. You're going to have to bid into that currency. You're going to have to push your currency to get to ride the wave or to ride that gold standard of authenticity YouTubers and TikTokers and Facebookers, whatever. That's what's you're going to have to do. If you're not authentic, you're going to have to pay up. Keep bidding. Keep bidding. You're going to have to bid up to get that attention, to get your message out of who you are and what products you sell. Okay? I'll give you an example. I follow this, I'm a big tea drinker, and I follow this company called Sasquatch Tea. They got a little nice branding going on there, right? The Sasquatch, it's an ex-military guys. They got this great tea. I recommend it too, by the way. Man, it's some of the best tea I've ever had. But like, they're raw and authentic on Facebook. I follow them on Facebook. I'm sure they have an Instagram or a YouTube, but I follow them on Facebook so I can buy their tea every now and then, right? But they're authentic. They're doing these, they got these Sasquatch masks on and whatever else, right? They're funny, right? It's good stuff. Shout out to Sasquatch Tea. It's good stuff. So I'll give you an example of where an unauthentic thing I just saw the other day was pretty unremarkable, okay? For my SMART goals in the current company I work for, I have to do this business communication LinkedIn learning session, right? Some of the content's okay, but man, I had to watch a lesson yesterday with this person with a PhD, and it was like 45 minutes of scripted, no authenticity of this whole scripted, feedback loop or something like that. It was the most boring textbook scripted stuff, honestly. That is not going to sell out there. You can forget that, okay? You need to be authentic. Again, attention is the new currency and authenticity is the gold standard behind it. Remember it. Think about it when you're building your next 20 years of your career. That's who you need to be authentic. Have character, have charisma, and that's it. So anyways, You guys, thank you for joining me, and take a look at my previous video and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.